Bitcoin has been recorded dead an astounding 421 times since its inception. Despite various personalities and publications announcing the death of Bitcoin, it continues to rise in value with the continued adoption by institutional investors. The death of Bitcoin can be tracked at Bitcoin Obituary, a parody website designed to collect news and articles and blogs referring to Bitcoin's death. The volatility surrounding Bitcoin's price has spooked retail investors and has brought up the age-old question of the death of Bitcoin. In this video, we will explore the rumors surrounding the death of Bitcoin and why the critics continue to underestimate the cryptocurrency. Welcome to Crypto Vision, your one-stop for all things crypto. Before we get into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. With that being said, let's get into the video. Bitcoin has died 28 times this year and 14 times in 2020, but the highest number of recorded deaths was in 2017, when Bitcoin was proclaimed dead 124 times, even though its market cap hit over $100 billion. The most recent death of Bitcoin was on June 17th, when a critic claimed that over the long term, Bitcoin would fail. Bitcoin's earliest death was recorded on December 15, 2010, almost 2 years after its creation by a critic who claimed that Bitcoin would either remain a novelty forever or would be dead faster than most people think. Bitcoin is currently trading at $32,788 and is up around 10% for the year. After surging to $64,000 in April, Bitcoin has struggled to reclaim its highs due to a series of events. It first came under pressure in May after Elon Musk said that Tesla would stop using Bitcoin as a form of payment over converts of the cryptocurrency's impact on fossil fuels. In early June, Bitcoin fell further amidst concerns of its use in the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack. After a brief stint at $40,000, Bitcoin fell again after China's central bank increased its crackdown on cryptocurrencies. The central bank ordered some banks and payment firms, including China Construction Bank and Alipay, to crack down further on cryptocurrency trading. Bitcoin lost over 10% of its value, its largest one-day drop in over a month. With these losses, Bitcoin has dropped over 50% from its all-time high price in April. Some analysts think that the sell-off in Bitcoin is due to weak institutional demand, which is likely to keep prices under pressure in the near term. Despite the recent sell-off, Bitcoin is still up over 200% in the last 12 months. Some are seeing the recent decline in Bitcoin as a buying opportunity. MicroStrategy, an enterprise software company, bought an additional $489 million worth of Bitcoin, bringing its total holdings to 105,085 Bitcoins. In the past, Bitcoin has been publicly dismissed, and people who believe in its value proposition have been shamed by macro investors. But the recent retail speculation and viral memes have replaced family offices and leading institutional investors. Bitcoin's growing list of institutional buyers include automaker Tesla and financial services company Square. The company's sizable investments combined with massive interest from retail investors make it increasingly difficult to believe Bitcoin's death. Bitcoin's robust fundamentals and rapid adoption has created market conditions with multiple parabolic revaluations. Bitcoin's increased adoption and attention to its technical strength is leaving skeptics with little room for continued death pronouncements. As Bitcoin is surging in popularity, the career risk is no longer from embracing Bitcoin, but from failing to give it the time and respect that it deserves. Even though Bitcoin is proclaimed dead several times a year, the critics have curiously overlooked both the times when the Bitcoin network actually died. For instance, in 2010, an inflation bug briefly enabled anyone using the Bitcoin network to create an infinite amount of Bitcoins. For all intents and purposes, this essentially rendered the network dead. In 2013, Bitcoin died a second time when a flawed version of its source code unexpectedly caused the block size limit to increase. but in both cases, the network was promptly resurrected by its users. To save the network, Bitcoin nodes were reverted to an older version of the software in 2013 and reverted the blockchain back to a point before the inflation bug in 2010. Somehow, very few critics actually understand what happened when Bitcoin died twice. The rumors surrounding Bitcoin's death continue to be exaggerated, with Bitcoin being proclaimed dead over 421 times. While 2021 has been a turbulent year for Bitcoin, it is stronger than ever with institutional support and massive interest from retail investors. As Bitcoin continues to surge in popularity, its robust fundamentals and technical strength leave skeptics with little room for its continued death pronouncements. While critics have claimed the death of Bitcoin since 2010, it is becoming harder to back the claim as its prominence continues to rise. Bitcoin is taking over the world and is just getting started. With that being said, what do you think about the death of Bitcoin? Do you think that critics are right, or do you believe that their concerns are exaggerated? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching the video, and please consider subscribing to the channel.